All right, y'all, welcome back to Coming Arms channel. Okay, so today we're doing a short little reaction to Canada's CBRN operators. And CBRN stands for chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear. So pretty much some of the nastiest stuff you can see in warfare. Now, thinking of our CBRN operators or our CBRN specialists in the US military, they're generally not like high-speed kind of individuals. I mean, you don't think of it as a high-speed sort of MOS, but again, it definitely takes someone to want to specialize in something like that. Again, some of the nastiest stuff you'll see in warfare. I have a good appreciation for those guys, though, because, I mean, if you do have to come up with it, we were kind of trained on the RTT. When we were guarding nukes, we were a little bit more like aware of that kind of stuff, like those hazards. And also when I did the subterranean combat course, we had some CBRN specialists kind of embedded with us to monitor like air levels and whatnot. And we also did some decontamination sites. And I gotta say, if your decon sort of methods or procedures aren't squared away, then you're gonna have a very, very bad time. So you definitely don't want those guys to be around doing their thing because things have probably gone pretty bad. But I gotta say, these Canadian CBRN operators seem pretty freaking high speed. So let's go ahead and check them out. And I can already tell I'm gonna pause this quite a bit because, I mean, just checking out this dude, he looks extremely operator. So I imagine these guys are kind of like the CBRN specialists embedded in their special forces because, geez, look at that kit. Oh yeah, nice gas mask, nice helmet, freaking dual tube night vision.
The Canadian Joint Incident Response Unit is an integral component of CANSOFCOM. We provide the technical expertise to combat emerging threats across the spectrum of Special Operations Forces missions and operations, specializing in, but not limited to, CBRN. We are tactically proficient, technical experts operating in a complex environment. We provide technical, tactical, and strategic effects on missions.
He's definitely like reading that off of like their mission statement. But yeah, no kidding. These guys, so it looks like he's already freaking doing some like room clearing kind of stuff.
By technical, tactical, and strategic.
That dude's not starting an OnlyFans anytime soon, huh? Now I'm digging the Avon protection gas mask they have here. It looks like the sort of closed air version of the M50 or C50 that you'll see me wearing in a lot of my videos. Very nice, very comfortable gas mask. And with CBRN stuff, you know, the least you could have is a gas mask that's comfortable because, yeah, your life's gonna be pretty miserable if you have an uncomfortable gas mask.
On missions at home and abroad, and complete these tasks individually, in small teams, or as part of a larger organization. We are looking for professionally, personally mature operators with initiative and sound judgment that excel across the field of operations. Our selection process is an extreme mental and physical challenge. Successful applicants possess...
What the heck? What? Okay, they're doing this in like a gym of all places. Yeah, look at that kit, man. Oh, I'm not sure what kind of rifle that is. Looks like maybe just like a modified sort of M4, but the EOTech and the PEC 15, it looks like. Team Wendy helmet. I mean, geez, if I could have like any gear that I wanted, it would pretty much look exactly like that, to be honest. But yeah, these guys are definitely high speed. I want to see what this dude is rappelling with. That also looks pretty similar to the rappel device that I use. Yeah, it definitely looks similar. And he's got a rope bag. I gotta say, if you see someone rappelling with a rope bag, then they're probably pretty freaking high speed.
Possess a high level of fitness which maintains cognitive agility when battling exhaustion. If selected, you will be loaded on the intensive 10-month CBRN operator course.
10 months,
which will provide you with the foundational skills, tactical competence, and technical expertise required of a CBRN operator. Upon successful completion of the CBRN operator course, you will put your newly acquired expertise to work with the latest state-of-the-art equipment while advancing your education with unique access to various organizations and global experts.
Oh my gosh, he's saying like all the big words. So I'm kind of wondering, I know with our CBRN specialists, I mean, generally they'll help us do like the gas chamber. They'll kind of train with us doing like a screening. So like we have CBRN strikers, and basically what those are strikers that are kind of CBRN proof. And basically they can go ahead of the formation and kind of scan for certain things, whether, you know, CBRN things. And, you know, they can place down markers if they get a certain signal or indicator identifier. So it's kind of interesting to see that portion. But for these special operations or these kind of high-speed CBRN guys, I kind of wonder what their day-to-day looks like. Because obviously, if they're being employed for like their, you know, the nasty part of their job, then things have gotten pretty bad. There's kind of ways you can train with that, like, makeshift, hey, we picked up this, or, you just got hit with this sort of biological weapon, and then these guys are coming in. So there's that portion, but on a day-to-day, I would kind of wonder what they're accustomed to doing.
You will specialize in exploitation, analysis, and technical reconnaissance.
Okay.
The threat environment is constantly evolving, and we continually realign to counter emerging
What the heck? Okay, so they're kind of like, it looks like they're doing EOD stuff. I don't know what they're doing here. I mean, some kind of sensitive site exploitation kind of thing. So, after like the fight or after the combat, they kind of go around and take pictures and get evidence of stuff. But yeah, I don't know what they're doing here, to be honest.
To counter emerging threats. CGIRE's specialized capability is a highly sought after force amongst our closest allies. As experts in CBRN counterterrorism operations and capability development, our international deployments are frequent, short, and often occur with little to no warning. Our intelligence and reconnaissance operations utilize unmanned air and ground systems. We cycle through different periods of high readiness in order to respond to threats wherever they arise. Since joining, I've deployed internationally to execute counterproliferation operations with Allied Special Operations Forces.
Okay, so that kind of explains it. Basically, when these guys aren't doing CBRN stuff, they're probably just getting in the stack with the rest of the operators, because it looks like they're pretty much trained on par with, the rest of them as far as like CQB and all that good stuff. So, I mean, that's kind of nice to have like a specialized dude that's also as high speed as everybody else.
And provided CBRN support to counterterrorism operations domestically. These missions varied in complexity and have had effects at the tactical, operational, and strategic levels.
What is that? The Predator. So this kind of reminds me of like the specialized medical personnel that we saw with the German Special Forces. Because you can imagine they're probably just as well trained as the rest of the sort of combat operators, because they can go out there, they can get in the stack, they know the CQB training, all the rappelling, helocasting, all of that stuff, except they just bring this additional skill if need be. They kind of have that capability. But I imagine most of the time, they probably just get down and dirty with the rest of the dudes. So yeah, you can imagine they're very disciplined, they're probably very professional, and again, they kind of run the whole gamut that you would see with normal operators, except again, they just have that additional skill. So I would argue that these guys are probably a step above, the traditional operator, and just bringing that skill and kind of having that knowledge. But I kind of wonder where the separation is as far as like what the normal operators will get down doing, and then what the CBRN guys will kind of, fall in line with. But yeah, if you guys have any sort of experience with these CBRN operators, or even just any sort of CBRN element in your armed forces, let me know how it is. Let me know how it's implemented. Because again, for me, when we see CBRN guys, it's like, oh crap, now we have to do like CBRN training in combination to what we're normally doing. They usually aren't like dual-hatted. Here we kind of saw a few different things. We saw like medical dudes. We saw them doing like EOD stuff. We also saw them doing like the tactical or sensitive site exploitation as far as taking pictures and whatnot. So I'm not sure how many sort of hats they wear or how many different roles they have in this specific formation. But yeah, with our guys, generally they would help us with like decontamination, or again, we'll kind of implement them to go ahead and screen for certain things. Or if we're doing subterranean combat, they can sort of stay with the formation and have their scanners to determine if, there's little oxygen, or if there's like a weird chemical leak or something like that. So I don't know, it's pretty interesting to sort of see all the different roles these guys can fill in combination to just being super high speed. But let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this short reaction video. For the normal longer reaction videos, I'll keep doing the Halloween intros. But for these, I mean, since it's 2 minutes long and it takes like an hour to record those intros, I figured it was okay if I skipped it for this. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. That is it for this one. I'll see you on the next one.